And so it was taking that mentality where it was like, I'm having a baby, great, which is that's awesome, but you do have to take, like a week at least, at the very least.
For sure. Yeah.
So it was like, hey, I'm gonna lose a week, good. The next week's gonna come double, or hey, I lost all of my revenue, good. This is a better challenge to feel like I really truly earn it and deserve that award.
All right, I'm here with George Divitiae, Golden Door winner.
That's
George,
right,
how you
Albert. Doing well, man. Thanks so much for having me.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. What industry are you in?
Yeah. So I was born in Colombia. I migrated to the United States in May 13th of 2008. And that's really where my story began. So I migrated, just became a U.S. citizen about a year and a half ago.
There you go. Congratulations.
Super excited for that. Awesome. And the benefits of that has been great. So I love being American. So I'm American now. You know what it is. So
there we go.
Yeah, and really I started in Pest. We opened up a cleaning service in 2019. Tried it. COVID came in, kind of killed my operations for a little bit. We survived it, but throughout that time, I went and did door-to-door Pest, and I started in 2020. And so really every year since, for the past 2 years, I've tried to hit a golden door, failed, and then this year I hit it. So
boom, this year's the year. That's awesome. So let's take it back a little bit. Let's take it back not to this year, the previous year, where you're trying, failed. Take us through that year. Kind of what were some of the ups and downs? Take us through some of those emotions that year where you're just grinding it out and then didn't hit it.
Yeah. So in all sincerity, I just I was at the wrong place, and so the community wasn't there. I knew it wasn't genuine, and so essentially all my efforts, I just felt like were being undermined. Not that I needed them to be acknowledged, but at the same time, I just felt like they were just not being presented the right situation, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So really, that's when we came over to Hawks, midsummer actually, this year, and that's really what I basically would say that was all the difference to me. I don't think I gave more effort the year prior, the year after.
Gotcha.
It was just,
so you made a transition, found a home that felt like home.
Exactly.
Where you had the opportunity to thrive, you had the opportunity to really show out, show up.
Yeah.
Saying you started midsummer.
Yeah. So I started in January.
Okay.
So the moment January 3rd came in, I was knocking doors.
There you go.
I was like, I'm hitting it. Nothing's stopping me. I finished November 8th. So it took me a full year to hit Golden Door. So nowhere near as fast as some of the guys out here, but I gave it all my effort, and that was it.
That's what it takes. It's giving that effort, 100%, start to finish, finishing the job. We see it time and time again where guys start the year strong.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, hey, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna hit that golden door. Mm-hmm. Then maybe they go out for a little bit in the spring, and summer hits. They're halfway through the summer, and they're like, well, maybe next year.
Yeah.
Right? But you didn't
100%.
have that attitude. You persevered.
Yeah, that's it. So midsummer, actually, I had 123,000 in rev around April 15th, and I lost it all. So I started from scratch midsummer, and then went and hit the 650 until November 8th.
Phenomenal.
So it was, man. It was. I had a kid midsummer. Lots of fun things came at it that I actually think helped. Rather than made it more difficult or whatnot.
So a lot of people probably take some of those things like having a kid or all the things that are going on and say, hey, all right, let's take a break, right? Let's step back. Instead, you pushed.
Yeah.
You pushed harder. You use that to motivate you rather than to hold you back.
All that I imagined, Albert, was my daughter being held by my wife while I grabbed my Golden Door award. And it's happening tomorrow, So it's happening here, and I'm really excited for that.
There's so much to say about envisioning something, seeing it, thinking about it constantly, and then going after it and making it a reality you did.
Oh, yeah.
Right? 100%. So talk us through, let's talk about some best practices.
Yeah.
What set you apart from all the other sales reps that didn't hit a golden door this year? What did you do different?
Yeah, so I think that, and I kind of got this from Jocko Willink, where it was like everything that came bad, some people are like, oh my God, this is bad, and I don't like this, and instead the way that he approaches it, saying, good.
Yeah.
So every time that you get something that's like, you think it's a challenge, or it's bad, or maybe not something that you prefer, good. Yeah. And so it was taking that mentality where it was like, I'm having a baby, great, which is that's awesome, but you do have to take, like a week at least, at the very least.
For sure. Yeah.
So it was like, hey, I'm gonna lose a week, good. The next week's gonna come doubled.
Right.
Or hey, I lost all of my revenue, good. This is a better challenge to feel like I really truly earn it and deserve that award. Multiple other things happen throughout it that they're just really unnecessary to talk about, but at the same time, all of those little bad things were good because they made me realize how much I truly wanted it. Yeah. And I think that the difference between somebody who hits a golden door and somebody who doesn't is the ones that hit it truly, genuinely want it. Like there's a deep, burning desire to get that recognition and a platform such as door-to-door calling.
Yeah, and you're going to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to hit it, right?
It's game on. You know what I mean? It's like we got to do it. And my daughter's got to see daddy win.
And that's having that winner mentality opposed to that victim mindset, right? Yeah. I'm not a victim. I'm not sitting here saying, hey, all right, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. All right, let's coast. Yeah. Right? This year's just not the year.
100%.
Right? Next year's the year. Next year, we'll do it next year.
Yeah.
Instead, you take that and say, hey, like you said, good, great. This is happening. Awesome. I'm still going to go out and try it, put my 110% in, and I'm still going to be a winner no matter what comes.
That's it.
You can control what you do. You can't control what other people do, right?
100%.
So if you keep that in check, everything else kind of falls into place.
Yeah.
You had to go back and tell yourself, you last year, from now, what advice would you give yourself last year while you're grinding, and it didn't happen?
It is done. It's done. I hit a golden door the moment I told myself I would hit a golden door. I didn't. Now I'm just now getting the recognition and the award, but before I sold a single dollar in revenue, it was already done. I had already seen it. I had envisioned it. I had felt it, which you just talked about that, which is, the power of the thought, and it's done. So it's just a matter of creating that system, pursuing it, following it, and then seeing it through.
When you talk to winners all over the world, champions, elite athletes, Olympians, pro football players, they all have something in common, right? They envision it, right?
Yeah.
They see themselves on the podium. They see themselves number one. They see themselves with the gold medal. They see themselves with that Super Bowl trophy, right?
Oh, yeah.
They can almost tangibly see it in their mind. They can feel it, right? And they know it's there. It's already done. Yeah. Now they put the work in to make sure it's a reality. Yeah.
It's just a matter of continuing to pursue that and taking those challenges as good things. I mean, it's a big task. Yeah. That's why it gets the recognition it gets, right?
What advice would you give to somebody just now starting out door to door, rookie year? What advice would you give them?
Yeah, so I would actually say truly focus on the little things, right? For example, if you're saying I'm gonna do a 3-day fast, like, hey man, you got to do a 3-day fast. Like you can't break it hour 24, right? I'm gonna go in and do 75 hard. Like you cannot break that. Yeah. So whenever there is a goal that we want to do at its very small core, that's how golden door winners occur, right? So
making those goals, making those commitments, and sticking with it, right?
And the very small ones.
And it's having those non-negotiables.
Correct.
Right? Hey, I don't negotiate with myself. This is what it is.
Yep.
Just like you, winning a golden door was not a negotiation.
Yeah.
You're gonna win a golden door. And you did what it took to get there.
Right, especially midsummer, right? You're back at zero.
You got to turn on the gas.
Like at that point, it's like, well, I'll try it again next year, right? Like it's like, no, this has to be the year.
It's so easy to do that, right? It's so easy to say, all right, next year. Now you're 10 years from now, and you still haven't done it. Right. There's no next year. It's now. It's let's grind. Let's put in the effort. Put in the work.
Yeah.
So Golden Door winner. You can get your award tomorrow. Phenomenal. What's next?
So I'm a VP of sales at Hawks right now. They have been phenomenal to me. They have been great to me. They have been kind people, genuine people. I've really enjoyed my time there. And while I'm doing, my VP stuff over there, I'm on clean catch vibes right now. So, the partners here, we're creating a platform in door-to-door where you can go out there and do door-to-door residential cleaning sales. Uncharted territory, right, to say the least. But, the past 6 months, we've seen phenomenal numbers on it. Very similar to Pest Control and Solar. It's like they both had a kid, right? So it's been a fun journey to go out there and experience that and to boom that. And I look forward to be a vendor here at one point and someday
Phenomenal.
have our own, golden door folks of cleaning services.
I am of the opinion there's nothing you can't sell door to door.
I agree.
I think it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's a good product for door to door.
100%.
I mean, I've seen so many products that you wouldn't even think of. You're like, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Did you know they did stocks door to door? Did you know that?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people do stocks. It's been, you name it, somebody's probably sold it door to door.
Yeah.
Well, George, congratulations on winning the Golden Door.
Of course.
Thanks for being here. I mean, it's an honor to sit here with you and talk with you. And, we're excited to have you in the Golden Door Club, and we're looking forward to what you do in the future.
Albert, this is such an honor, man. I envisioned this as well.
There you go.
So this is a dream come true, man. So
awesome, George.
Thank you so much,
it.
Albert. I appreciate you, man.